Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
We begin today from Bayelsa State, where Bayelsa State Governor Diri has asked Bayelsans to identify with politicians and public-spirited individuals who have demonstrated compassion for the state in its moment of need. Governor Diri gave the charge recently in Yenagoa shortly after receiving donations from the Akwa Ibom State Governor Udom Emmanuel, presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party PDP AKUGHA, and president of AKUGHA Group Dr. Azipapu Erwani, to help assist flood victims in Bayelsa State.
Governor Diri recently hosted some dignitaries who visited Bayelsa State to sympathize with the state on the unpleasant situations it has had to contend with as a result of flood outbreak that has left over 90% of the state submerged in water. During one of such visits, Governor Udom Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom State commended his Bayelsa State counterpart for demonstrating uncommon courage in providing succor for all impacted communities. On behalf of Akwa Ibom State, Governor Emmanuel presented a check of 100 million naira to Governor Diri to assist flood victims in Bayelsa State.
On behalf of my good people, we came and the government of the state, we have a total check here of 100 million naira.
Presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, was also in Government House, Yenagoa, where he donated the sum of 50 million naira and called on the federal government to seek a permanent solution to perennial flooding across coastal states in the country. The former Vice President of Nigeria also offered scholarships to children of late footballer Mogboe Ernest, who was drowned in the Bayelsa flood while trying to rescue others.
Scholarship granted to the two children he has left behind. This scholarship will educate them up to university level. God bless them.
Since the outbreak of the 2022 flood across the Federation, over 300 communities in Bayelsa State have been sacked, with an estimated 700,000 persons internally displaced. In the last few weeks, the raging flood has damaged critical infrastructure, such as roads, and has claimed lives in some of the worst affected communities. Rising to the occasion, Dr. Azipapu Erwani, president of AKUGHA Group, a conglomerate of construction, petroleum and power, has made a donation of food items worth 350 million naira that is currently being transported to Bayelsa State. Dr. Erwani, a former commissioner of health in Bayelsa State, also promised that the construction arm of AKUGHA Group would support the state in rebuilding most of the roads that have been damaged by the flood.
As the water recedes, we'll quickly send a team of experts and give a mandate to the company to ensure that they support the state from the availability of sand to all infrastructural machinery that are needed, with also expert labor in ensuring that most of those roads that have been damaged are quickly rebuilt.
Governor Diri, who expressed gratitude to friends of Bayelsa State in times of need, urged the people to shun those who would come to solicit their votes after turning a blind eye to their predicament.
We are beginning to see those who are brothers and our friends. It is not when it is time for politics they will come say, take 10,000 and vote for me. Now that you are suffering, living your comfortable homes, this is the time that those who love you will come and show love.
Governor Diri says he will continue to explore ways of reducing the negative impacts of flood on affected communities, while promising that all donations to the states will be lodged into the Bayelsa State flood account for the purposes of post-flood reconstruction and rehabilitation.
Inside the Niger Delta,